Hey guys, it's Drac, and we are at Georgia Tech doing Theros draft number 3. I'm going to film building my deck, and then I'll film as many of the matches as the goofy goggles will allow me to. Apparently there's some kind of terminus water park or something in Georgia, and we're going to ignore that because it doesn't belong in the student center. Okay, so we did what we usually do, which is we built a strong blue-black control/tempo list, and we have some white cards because our pack 1 pick was Medomai the Ageless, and I'd really like to play him if at all possible, but I'm going to kind of set him aside. We'll look at our fixing and our playables when we're like going through it. So I have a Triton, which is pretty sweet, and the Harpy, and then we've got the great like Gary package, which is really strong in draft. There's a Disciple. This is more fixing. I think that we almost always want to play as much removal as possible. These are more of the white cards that I mentioned that we have. A Null is kind of a weird card in this format. It's either like the best card in your deck or stone like terrible. Everybody has to play enchantments, but it's not like always awesome. Sometimes you're not getting good value out of it. So we do have an Ordeal, which will become kind of clear as to like why it's decent, because we do have Vaporkin. There was a lot of red in this draft, so I think I'm going to main deck the Returned Phalanx. We have an on-color Temple of Deceit, which is really sweet. We do have a Singer. Again, we have like so many annuls, it's stupid. And then like we just, in theory, go bigger with better creatures. We do have one of these and then one of these, and Griptide is awesome, and we have another Vaporkin, a Keepsake Gorgon, an Emissary, and another monster. So like these are the cards that I want to play, and we have to count them up and see if we're splashing white or not. So right now we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So we're at 21 cards, so in theory, I'm actually like kind of excited to do the splash. I think that we're going to try it, and we'll probably play the Traveler's Amulet, but I want to see like what else is worth playing. So this is a really good Ordeal target. It's not really good for much of anything else, but again, I feel like this draft is going to be a little bit aggressive, so we may play the Battle Priest. I don't really like these. We don't have a ton of humans outside of our Disciples and the like, and the Snarecaster is aggressive, but I feel like it doesn't have a lot of power. So what's up, Ricky?
What'd you change from the draft?
I've changed. What do you need? Need a bunch of ones? Sure.
So I said no.
There you go. So, back to our draft. I think that we have to splash the white. A little bit of it is that I just want to get to play with medomai, I'm not going to lie. And a little bit of it is that we don't have enough playables unless we play our annuls. There could be a serious argument made for playing something like Bronze Sable and an annul and just calling it a deck, but I really like medomai, and I think that he's really cool, and I definitely want to try him. We could play the Benthic Giant, but I don't know, I feel like draft deck should be greedy, and I think that we can get away with it. Our color requirements are kind of heavy. We might have to bench medomai, or just run him alone in one of these. I think that he'll be our only splash, and we'll only run one planes. That way we're not like super duper punished for playing him. So we're definitely going to run the Traveler's Amulet. That gives us... Okay, so we'll do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay, so we're a little bit land heavier, but I think I'm okay with that. We might play the Unknown Shores, and I think that this will be our deck. Awkwardly enough, I don't have my draft box out, so I'm going to have to go grab that.
What's wrong with... How does Death Rush on there make that deck?
It just makes Jun better. It just makes Jun without Death Rush.
Alright, so we do have our draft box, which is good, and that means that we can figure out our lands. Randomly have a Spell Pierce in here. So I usually do this top down, and I've explained this before, but in case this is your first time watching one of my deck building videos, I want you to understand my process, because I think that it's important for becoming a better deck builder in any limited format. So here's my white blue, and then we're going to do black, and then we'll do blue, and then we'll do things in between. So I kind of lay my cards out like this in order of converted mana cost, and in this way I can see what my curve looks like and what my percentages look like, and I can figure out my land base on that. So as we're going through, we have one multicolored card, which is awesome, and then this. So it looks like we want to kind of mirror this. Our early drops are blue and black, so we're not going to worry too terribly much about that. And as always, we're going to come in here and use these. So we're going to put in one of these. Definitely going to need 3 islands, probably more. 3 of these, 4 and 4. So I think that we're shooting for 6, 7. Okay, so we do have these lands as well, which are important to keep in mind. So I think that we're running 7 swamp, 6 island, and a plain. So what does that leave us at? That puts us at 9 lands, plus 6 is 15 is 16. So we could in theory run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That can't be right. We definitely need more lands. This one isn't sleeved, which is very strange. They should all be sleeved. So that's 6, 6, 7, and 7 will be 14 total, and then 15, 16, 17. So we're going to put in one more island, find a sleeve for this super lonely swamp, and we will go from there. Alright, so I'll be back for round 1, but this is our deck. Hope it works out.